Me too.
It's been the
I
highlight of my
haven't.
day.
I haven't done something like this in a while, so I was excited too, and looking forward to catching up on, with you and everything you have going on.
Yeah, I was like, I legitimately want to catch up with Lucretia. And
Yeah,
I'm like, my new thing is I'm like, we might as well make some content out of it.
yeah. Are we live? Do you know if
Let's see.
we're live?
We'll just wait for people to pop on in, come on in. So it looks like we're live on
This is an
Substack
interesting
from
platform. I've never
from
heard
what
of
I
it.
can.
It's pretty
Really?
easy. Yeah, it's pretty easy to use. I like it so far. I like what I'm seeing and
Yeah, you just send
experiencing.
the link and let me check YouTube. You just send the link, everybody jump in, and okay, we got somebody here. Go ahead and let me know in the chat where you from. You here from
Got
YouTube or
somebody.
Substack, and let us know if you can hear us and see us okay before we get on in.
Yes, ma'am. We gotta. Guess we have a lot to catch up on, right?
We do, we do. We got a lot to catch up on.
We both got our natural going, so I love.
Let's see. So we are live on YouTube. And I see somebody is here from YouTube. Let's see the chat. Can you see the chat on your end, Lucretia? You might not
Mm,
be. Yeah, you should be
see,
able to, but I'm not sure.
chat. No, I don't see any. No, I don't see any chat.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe that's only on the web. We'll see. But we got some. We got one person here. They said hello. Let us know if you can hear us and see us. Okay. Before we get. Oh, they said they can hear us. That's over on YouTube.
Awesome.
Okay. And then let me just check Substack.
Substack. Woo woo.
I can't tell if we live on Substack or not.
Uh,
It says on us.
I've only gone live on Substack in app. I don't know what it would look like otherwise.
I've done it this way. But what's interesting is that I'm supposed to be live with you. Uh, you on your phone,
Yeah. You want me to join from somewhere else
or
or?
just can you open up your Substack and see? But I
Yeah.
don't know if you could do it from your phone.
Uh, I also have a an iPad too.
Okay.
Um. So then,
YouTube says we're good to go. We're just seeing if
I just
anybody.
don't see where I can find that. Let me go to your page and see.
Oh, I went to. Oh, let me go on
Oh,
the.
I see that you're live. So I see that you're live.
Do you see the feed?
Okay, and it says I have to accept, right? Yeah, join video.
Let me see.
The host has not initiated the live
I'm
video.
on. I'm on Substack. I can see and hear you, so we good. We Gucci.
Okay. It says I'm not, yeah. So does it matter that it's not? I mean, do you have to invite me?
I did invite you, and it said that you were good to go. So I thought that meant you accepted it.
Yeah, but it says the host has not initiated the live video yet. I guess it's assuming that you're trying to do it through Substack.
Nah, it knows that I wasn't using Substack because it told me to. Let
Hmm.
me just see if I can double check this, y'all. Give us a few minutes. We
Yeah.
just making sure.
I don't see that I'm on live from my
Host
page, but I mean,
live
I guess I'm not
video.
picky about that as long as we're live and I can share it or, however you want to do it.
View the post. Let's see. I don't want that. Hey, Deshay, over on Substack. I don't know,
Hi.
Lucretia.
So what do you want to do?
I
I mean,
mean, if
uh,
Substack can see us and so can YouTube,
we good
I
to
know
go,
we
right?
good to go. I mean, I just
I
it
mean,
don't
this
look
is your stuff. This is your
it
tech stuff. I don't
it
really.
don't look like you live on your channel. Okay, I see my live now.
Yeah, I see you're live.
I can't open it though for whatever reason. So anyway, we gonna keep it pushing because it's already 12:11, and Miss Lucretia is busy.
And we
Um,
can share. We can share it
yeah,
to our pages or something like that, right?
yeah. What I'm gonna
Okay.
do is, yeah, I'll share it with you because I'll do a post.
Okay.
And maybe I'll just make it a collaboration post, and that way I think it'll show up on your page.
Problem solved.
Um, yeah. So yeah, welcome to Lunchtime Live. Lucretia is my first chit chat, sit down and yap session. Where do we start? I have legitimate
Oh
questions for
man.
Lucretia, y'all. So y'all about to
We just gonna get
sit
right into it.
y'all about to sit in on a legitimate conversation. Two creators, two business owners, two forever
Professionals.
entrepreneurs.
Yes.
um I got legitimate questions because she has kind of taken a little bit of a step back, and I want to know why. But y'all go ahead and
Goodness.
drop any questions as they come to you. I promise we will keep an eye on the chat and we will get to your questions. So let's get
Okay.
on into it. Lucretia, where we been? What we doing?
Oh man, I guess we just jump right into it. Where we've been, what we're doing. Well, where I've been, I have some changes that I've made in my life. I am back in the city from the suburbs, so that is a different like vibe, a good vibe. I'm in the process of just reinventing myself. You guys know me for what you have known me as for almost a decade now, a business owner, content creator, all those things. And I'm just kind of in a different season now where alignment
Mm,
and flow is just those are non-negotiables for me. And what that looks like, what that looks like is I'm back in school. I'm pursuing my doctorate of business administration at DePaul. I am actually getting ready to start this fall in September. So just kind of getting myself prepared
okay.
to, get back into school. I've been taking some marketing MBA classes just to kind of, get me back into the school mindset, get me back into like marketing research fundamentals and all that sort of things. Um, I'm pivoting. I am no longer working with solo entrepreneurs and solo founders. It's just not a fit for where I'm
Mm,
at in this stage of my life and what I want to do, the type of work that lights me up. It's no longer in alignment with that audience. So I am priming myself to become a marketing researcher and
mm,
practitioner. I am working with um, more growth stage companies, PE backed companies, um, companies that appreciate the marketing foundation that I bring to the table, the analytical mindset, the strategic thinking, all of those things. Um, so that's where I'm at. School, becoming a marketing practitioner and researcher, definitely looking to teach probably
mm,
next year. And as far as like my career specifically right now, I am still consulting. Um, I'm looking for a full time role in management consulting.
okay.
because it aligns with the companies that I would want to work with, the analytical, data driven, insights driven type of approach. And I don't know if that means I'm going to be officially back in corporate forever and, just doing some stuff on the side. I don't know if that means I'm going to be gaining experiences. And, if something happens, maybe I'll be, completely, full time again. Um, right now, it's about me becoming increasing my skills as a practitioner, and being in environments and working with companies that allow me to do that and go full throttle with that.
Wow.
So
Well, that was a lot. So we are so here's my question. So
yes,
because you just said so much.
I
So
said a
we're
lot and
you
challenge
said
me. I don't care. Do whatever,
you're shifting from the entrepreneurial space, and I don't want to say shit, but you don't
from
want to be
business.
so
Because what I considered myself before was more of a business and marketing consultant, business strategy, marketing
okay. And
strategy consultant.
now, because I was confused, are you trying to do that consulting for corporations now, or you want to be
Right.
in the classroom teaching?
Both.
Okay. Okay. So you're just over the and
Solo
this is
founder.
you're over the solo founder, and that's a part of the conversation that I want to dig deep into, because a lot of people who have found me are interested in figuring out how to get into real estate. And so of course starting a business or doing coaching or growing on social media has been a part of, like, oh, well, I can use that to try to come up with down payments or try to do something like that.
Mhm.
And so I think it's very interesting to catch up with somebody who has been there, done that, and is
Mhm.
no longer interested. So,
Mhm. Yeah.
and the sidebar, in one of my videos on YouTube, I shared that I had a LinkedIn coach, and people were like, "Who is it?" And I was like,
Oh,
"I
they
don't."
didn't ask what is a LinkedIn coach? Okay, LinkedIn coming
No,
up.
they didn't ask. No, no, they knew what I was talking about.
Oh. Okay.
But they were like, "Who is it?" And I was like, "I don't have a way to tag her. I don't know if she's still doing it." Like, I was
Yeah.
like, I didn't even have an answer, and I was like, I gotta catch up with Lakrisha. So I just checked your LinkedIn. You're at almost 200,000.
Mhm.
Are you leaving them behind? Are you walking away from it for good, or what?
No, no. I have so much content. I have hit a roadblock with creative because I'm just so tired of the same old, same old. I'm tired of the pictures and the selfies.
Mm,
I want to lean more into infographics. And honestly, I just want to get a batch created. I've found a couple of resources to help me with that. Um, it's not a priority right now because the um, client development strategy for me to get the clients that I need to get is not me just attracting them organically on social media as it has been. Right. So this is like a different approach, which is kind of why I I don't have an urgency or sense of urgency because that's not the core way that I'm building my business. This
mm,
business for this audience, I almost really, I mean, I do need it because it's great for credibility, but it's not like I need to be posting and get clients for this that I'm building. So, I'm not leaving them behind. I love educating. I love sharing content. I have so much to share.
mm.
And I would be posting, honestly, I would be posting weekly still. I've kind of slowed down, but I just wish there was a freaking AI thing that will allow me to create graphics and infographics. I just can't justify
The time.
the I can't justify the time or the cost right now either. I mean, $1,000 for 10 graphics. I'm not. I mean,
Where
with
is that
all
at? Who
it
doing that?
there's. I mean, it's pricey for LinkedIn infographic
Is that like
design
a
businesses. I don't know if
Fiverr?
this is what I'm seeing, but there are agencies on LinkedIn that do infographics for a lot of the big creators and stuff.
Mm.
And I've been there, done that, and I've spent money just to spend money, and I have a different mindset now, and I can't justify that. Um, so right now I'm just creating the content, and I'm gonna get to getting it up there because I don't want to lose my top voice badge. I still
Mm.
want to um be relevant, and wherever it is I end up in terms of employment, um I still want to amplify what they're doing with my LinkedIn presence and all of that. So I don't want
Okay.
to become completely deprioritized in the algorithm, but it's not an urgency for me right now. I have other priorities.
Wow. I don't know who's paying 10,000 for graphics.
Not 10,000, girl. I
I
said,
mean,
or did I
what did you
say
say?
that? I said 1,000 for 10
You said a
graphics.
thousand. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah. In my
yeah,
mind, both of them was crazy. A
yeah. I mean,
thousand
I
for
guess it
graphics.
could make sense if you're manually like just designing them, $100 whatever, $80 to $100, whatever. But um, or and then also I'm thinking maybe it could be, maybe I want to share this stuff in articles. I don't know. I just have so much stuff that I want to share about marketing. But honestly, it's not a priority for me right now because this would just be for my own personal branding. And it would also be a gift to other to solo founders who I don't really serve anymore.
Okay, because you're the audience that you build are of solo founders. You're not really speaking to them anymore.
Well, I still want
Um,
to give them value and help them, but I just don't want to be retained to work with them for extended periods of time.
well, let's get into that.
Yeah, I don't want to work. I don't want to
Right.
work, but I still want to teach because it's better for me to just get it out and share the information, and if
Mm-hmm.
do with it, if you with whatever you want. If you want it, take it. If you don't want it, don't take it. That's where I'm at.
So for the audience, Lucretia is the reason I'm on Substack. Okay. I did not have a Substack. I was like anti additional platforms, and Lucretia was
Hmm.
like, you gotta come over to Substack. So are you gonna share it on Substack? Like, is that a place? And I'm just thinking even about your
Yeah.
membership, like paid subscriptions and stuff like that.
No,
Like,
I don't have that anymore. I turned that
okay.
off and I refunded. I turned that off.
Okay. I mean, but do you think that's an avenue for sharing without feeling like, you know what I mean, you owe them anything more than that? It's like that is the contract. The contract
It
is
can be,
contract for
yeah,
members.
it is an avenue. And that's honestly what I've been kind of considering, right?
Mm,
Like, is it going to be, am I going to really focus on Substack? Am I going to really focus on LinkedIn? Am I going to focus on YouTube? Or what?
mm-hmm,
I haven't come to a solution or answer for myself yet. And I just don't, I kind of want to stand still
mm.
and still like create, with my notes, and I still have pages of content. Like, if I can screen share and share a Google Doc, I have a library of subjects and things that I
Yeah.
want to share. I will be honest and say that the motivation is kind of low because of I don't think people want it. I don't think people want it.
What, tell me more about that. What do you mean?
I don't think that most, I won't say most, I would say that there are some entrepreneurs and founders, business owners, whatever you want to that say they want to build a business, but until they find out what it takes,
Mm-hmm.
until they find out what it takes, um,
So basically, you tired of working with people who not taking action. Is that right?
not taking action, but before not taking action, the resistance to the very information that they need. But there's so much noise, and I get it because there's so much noise online. You don't have to do this to do that. You got to do that. People are confusing building and monetizing a personal brand with um, building a business, with being a consultant, with being a digital product business. They're confusing a speaking business. They're confusing all these things as one thing. And
Mm.
when as soon as you try to like get them focused, it's all this resistance about what they want to hire you to get on their program and help execute their program. And I'm just not going to
Hmm.
be a yes person and um, lie to people.
I mean, straight up. So, and I mean, coaching is exhausting. Coaching is exhausting. But that's interesting. You felt like people don't want the truth, and then they
Hmm.
don't really want to do the work. So it what your
They don't. It's not that they. I don't want to say that they don't want to do the work. I don't want to speak. I don't want to say that. It's just that people think that building a business is something that is completely not. They think
mm,
it is getting on social media, creating a profile, getting some pretty branding done, and posting. And that when it requires them to post consistently more
mm,
than 30 to 60 days without getting results, then they want to give up. When they find out they have to actually manage their time after work and not just like be able to throw up a post in the morning and then have millions of dollars in their account.
yeah,
Um, or they find out that they have to multitask. They have to um, engage a few different, platforms and methods. They have to do some outreach. They have to spend some money. They have to invest. And I'm not even talking about the coaching or consulting at that point.
yeah.
It's like,
Software,
right,
everything. Yeah,
creative design, all these things. I don't know if it's just not a fit. It's
yeah.
just no
I
longer a
think
fit.
people severely underestimate how hard it is to make money. I
Hmm.
think people severely underestimate it, and they think because we've all had jobs that somebody at this company just started it and it ran off, and now they just rode off into the sunset, and that I can do the same thing. And it's like, no, it's struggle. It's you got to do all the all the things all the time, and I think it's for a long period of time. That's what people
Yeah,
don't get.
yeah, right. But then you also have to fight people to impart the knowledge that is good for them and that they say that they want, but it's the very thing that they resist.
Hmm,
I mean,
that's interesting.
I find it interesting too. I would never pay someone, I would never do these things and just be so resistant. I, It's interesting to me too. It's very interesting.
You're probably the first coach I've heard say that people were
Well, I'm
resistant.
sorry. I'm just keeping it real.
No, I appreciate it because I mean I'm just like light bulbs are going off, and if y'all here in the chat, leave us some questions because I'm
Sorry,
like,
chat. I'm not
no,
trying to
no.
be that person, and I'm not. I I I, I have a lot of empathy
Mm-hmm.
too, which is why it's like, which is a part of that has kept me working with this audience for so long. But now a part of me is like, maybe the best thing for me to do is to step away and people to
Mm.
find out on their own. Um, because that's just life. That's just something that you have to do. But when I tell you, I have so many stories, Jerry.
I'm
I
sure
have
you do.
so many stories. I I don't understand. I don't understand it either.
Mm.
Um, so what's an example I can give you?
Because most people quit because they're tired of going after clients. Like that's what happened with me. Like I don't know if you know, but
No, I've turned. I've been. I don't. I barely respond. I turn. I don't. I tell people like, oh, I've been just shared your profile. Don't
oh,
unless unless it's a growth stage company or
okay.
unless it's a founder that understands this and has and is willing to invest, make the investment, not just by investing in coaching sessions, but invest the
Mm-hmm.
mindset, the energy, the other, budgetary factors, and yeah, yeah, literally. This is the climate where it's just about the woo woo. I'm sorry. This
No.
is the climate where, and I am a believer. I love God. I am a Christian. I, even with all that being said, I refuse to um, say that just affirmations and prayer alone is going to get you to where you want to
And that's
go.
so crazy because if my chat GPT could talk, okay, I said that verbatim. So I don't know if you know, but I left LinkedIn. Like I'm there, but I'm
I
no longer
saw it. Yeah, I
publishing
saw
on
you
that
say that on
platform.
Subs. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I said on Substack. I'm no
Mm-hmm.
longer publishing on the platform because it's almost like, what did I call it? I'm like, it's toxic delusion over there. If you are not feeding people this narrative that they want to hear, it's like
Yeah.
that's not real. I just kind of feel like LinkedIn is like this imaginary world where you're trying to get employees to see the world in a different light, and I'm like, I'm over it. I
Mm-hmm.
can't force anybody to understand that their one income is fragile and that they need to, you know what I mean, there's a huge
Yeah.
world out here. We all need
Mm-hmm.
multiple
Mm-hmm.
income streams. And so I guess that's my version of what you're saying. Like I just felt like I was trying to convince people or something. I'm like, I don't have time for that. It's people who actually care about what I got to
No,
say.
people think people this is the woo woo culture of like everything has to be completely in alignment with my soul and my being. I'm not doing anything I don't want to do
Mm-hmm.
ever. I'm not making any sacrifices or no compromises. Like everything has to be just within my orbit. Like all this stuff. Like just I get it, but there are some compromises that you're going to have to make.
Yeah.
So let me give you an example of what I'm saying there. Um let's say for instance I'm working with a client and I'm telling them that you know um it can be as simple as content. It can be as simple as content which is about your audience anyway, which is for your audience anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you need to feel in alignment with what you're sharing. You that is there is a lot of truth to that, but your audience and your content is not about just you and what you feel like posting and what your soul wants to do
Mm,
today. And this, there have always been fundamental strategies. There have always been uh fundamentals and foundations to building a business that, yes, has evolved with the internet and technology and the way media has changed and all of that. But having a marketing strategy ain't going nowhere. It's not
mm.
going nowhere. You can't popularize your however you say it your way into that. Yeah, you can, but in the same people that are just like, oh yeah, big followings and stuff like that,
Hmm.
they're lying to people too, knowing that it's not a consistent pipeline. Oh yeah,
That,
you don't need to have a link.
that.
You don't need to have that. Forget that. You just post it. You just post what you want to post, and the clients will show up. Okay,
Yeah.
fine. Fine. You can't even tell these people how to. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little.
No, this
I'm
is
telling
good.
these people, my bad, y'all. I'm just getting a little passionate. You can't even tell people that the foundations of a good piece of content for Substack, for example, or a newsletter that you're going to share requires a good headline. Well, that headline, writing a good headline isn't good for my soul. I don't want to use numbers in my headline. I just don't want it's just everything is just, it's crazy
Yeah.
out here, Jerry. It's crazy. And and the reason why you're so baffled is because we work together and I didn't have to deal with any of this with you for the record. You were one of the clients that were just like you didn't go for, like, it's not that I could tell you anything or everything. Like, you have questions, but you know how to like use your discernment and just like, maybe like leave 10% of what was said or whatever percentage that
Hmm.
was said, but you still like, you're not going to just put up the big fight and just waste a whole session about just I didn't have to deal with this with you. So
No,
that's
because
why
I
you're
didn't.
so
Because who
baffled,
who
probably.
who is gonna pay you to fight you? I mean, I'm baffled by that. It's like
90
I
85% of clientele.
wow. It's like no, I paid to
85% of
get the
clientele.
information, and that's
Hmm.
just how I roll. It's like I'm gonna get the information, and then I'm gonna figure it out on the back end. Either it worked for me or it don't. But like, why would you waste your session doing that?
And I think it has something to do with mental health too,
Oh
which is
wow.
why I have some empathy, because it's like, why do you have to what are you trying to prove to anybody? Like, what is it? Do you not want to, like, are you ashamed to not know everything? Like, are you ashamed to like need help? Like, is this vulnerability like too much for you? Like, what is going on?
I think I think because social media has everybody thinking that everything is easy and that you just show up being you. Um, that everybody has this perfectionist complex, and it's like if it's not 100% right, or if it's not what the big creators are doing, or you know what I mean, it's almost like everybody is in their own way. I
This
think.
climate is about smoke and mirrors, and I cannot wait until it passes.
Wow. When do you think it's gonna pass? I mean, now
I
we're in the
don't
age of
know.
AI. We got even more smoke and mirrors.
Well, it may not ever pass, and
Mm.
people may have to deplete. Well, I can't say deplete, but invest their time and energy to into thing and into things that will never come into fruition. And yes, I said it. Yes, it won't happen if and some people are gonna look at me like I'm just the big bad wolf because I'm honest or whatever about things like that. But yes, I will venture to say that if you have this true desire to build a business, quit your job, build business acumen, all these different things, if you really desire that and you're doing everything like the opposite
Mm.
to get there, yes, I said it. It's not going to happen. I don't care how many affirmations, how many, I don't care. I don't care what trend, what
Talk about it.
buzzword we're on. I don't care. At first it was, I don't care. Like, it's not going to happen. But if you do understand, if you do come back around to understand, like, okay, I was being hard headed because I've been hard headed as well. This isn't. I didn't just come out and start a business teaching people how to build business. I had a whole agency that I built before I started doing this. I've had mentors that I was like, dang, I see what they're saying now. I tried.
Mm.
That was like, yeah, you know what I mean. But I've invested the time to get to that point. So if some people get to that point, they will, and start to do the things that they need to do and learn and upskill and do all those things to get there. Then yeah, if they're gonna remain in this like cloud and they're just gonna be passive and just keeps spouting the same affirmations year after year after year and
Mm.
nothing's adding up, then that's what they're gonna do.
Wow. So be leery of the affirmations. I know exactly what you're talking about. I mean, I agree. And part of the culture is the people who are just giving affirmations. They're building a following, like they're building. I don't want to call it a community, but like those people are never going to do anything. They're never going to
Mhm.
take action. They're never going to join whatever it is you asking them to do. It's all kind of crazy.
Yeah,
So
I feel like this
that's
conversation has gone completely left.
no,
I
it
was
didn't have it
expecting
didn't have a
this to be
direction.
a nice, delightful conversation where your audience can meet the
I don't I don't
easygoing
I don't do
Lucretia.
delight. I don't do delight, Lucretia. Like the delight is boring. Like I'm not, and I think maybe that's why I'm like, oh, why am I making content for LinkedIn? They don't want to hear what's real, and I don't have time for
Hmm.
the fake and the that's the thing. If you're trying to make this content that's not going to bother anybody, it's not going to go anywhere because it's so much content out now. If you don't have some sort of spice, like you might as well keep it. Like in my opinion, like
And stop thinking business is just content too. Like that's another
yeah,
problem. Like I can see if you're building and monetizing a personal brand. Like there's so many. Every strategy is different for every goal. You know what I mean? And I couldn't get my audience to focus on what I was helping them with
exactly.
because all this noise of people that don't know what they're talking about, um, people that maybe got one win or two and now they're teaching it too, and now they
Yeah,
just sending people off as well. Yeah, let's talk about it.
yeah. I was about to ask a question, and then I went down my own rabbit hole. You
Hmm.
dabbled in real estate, right?
Yeah, I did.
How was that?
I didn't like it.
From an investment standpoint, or were you an
No, I
agent?
wasn't.
Or
Now I do want to invest, and that's actually
okay,
going to be my next thing. But no, I was selling real estate and
okay,
people. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I didn't like it. I
It
didn't
should
like
have been pretty similar to building an audience and like what you were already doing. Like, did you find any similarities between that and being an agent? Like, what didn't
it.
you like
Yeah,
about it?
definitely. But I didn't want to go all in with that.
Yeah,
So it was always just kind of like me, uh, just kind of doing it as like a little side
yeah,
venture sort of
yeah.
thing. But I had a vision, and I was like, ooh, I know what to do if I really wanted to like turn this up, but I didn't want to. I didn't enjoy I did not enjoy real estate.
It's a tough business. I had my license for a very short time. And I know plenty of people who have their licenses and they're like, I do not work with clients. Like I only
Yeah.
use my license for my own personal.
Yeah, I just have it for, when my sister, if she decides to sell her house, my dad wants to buy a building, something like that.
Do you think getting your real estate license is like a valid path to becoming a real estate investor? Like, is that a path you would use to get your foot in the door?
Um, I don't know. I don't know. That's your lane. I don't
I
know.
mean,
You
because some
tell
people
me.
use it to, it's a long way around the mulberry bush, but you could save on like commissions.
Mhm.
You'd see what's in the MLS first.
Oh
And
yeah.
so
Oh, for
and
stuff
and
like that.
and you
Yeah.
wouldn't have to
Yeah.
pay anybody. Like I could
Mhm.
see that, but
Mhm. Yeah.
it's a lot to
Well,
keep
I
up
want
with.
to flip single family homes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's
So that
stopping
would
you?
be that would what that's something that I would want to do. What's stopping me?
Yeah.
Well, do you see where I'm at? I'm in Chicago. This market, I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah, okay. So it's yeah, your backyard is very expensive. Yeah. Cause you have what was the show?
It
You
was
had the
now if
famous
when
flipper.
I was go ahead, I'm sorry.
I was just saying you had the famous flipper, the woman who was there. You had a couple famous flippers in
Mhm.
your area. And I'm just thinking about their price points. Yeah, I did a flip. I did one flip. I don't know if I would do it again though, Lucretia. It took us a year.
Mm.
And I didn't even flip it. I turned it into a rental.
You know what? And this is why I have not started yet because I just want to do it for fun. I don't I know it sounds stupid, but I want
You sound like your clients. They just
exactly. I do. Exactly. That's why I have not dealt with it yet. I want to do it for the fun of um like doing some HD TV type stuff.
yeah, yeah.
Turning like a hellhole into a nice, beautiful home. Um, and I'm not even saying that I would do 100 or 10 of those or whatever. I don't know. I just want to
Just
like
the
do one
experience.
project and see if it's something that I want to go into. Um, but yeah.
Um, yeah, I always wanted to ask you that. I was like, I didn't know how deep you got into the whole real estate thing. Um,
Now it would have been the perfect time to buy real estate here at some point. And I know because I was selling and helping
oh
people buy.
yeah.
That time has passed. Time has passed.
That was a couple years ago. Was has it been a two?
I would say that it was between 2016 until like 2020 was really good. 2020 was
Mm.
good. And the prices are increasingly going up. There's no turning back probably.
Give me a price point, just so I have.
So,
I've
for
not looked in that market.
example, the a house that I helped a client buy, she purchased it for $175,000. It is a house in Country Club Hills area, which is a nice area in the suburbs here. The highest damn taxes ever.
Mm,
Um, 5 bedrooms, 2 living rooms, all of that stuff. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful home. She bought it for 175 at that time. Today, that home would be at least it would be 400,000 up.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm there's been a $300,000 shift in the market at least
Hmm.
from a few years ago. Uh
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the chat.
Oh.
No, I'm just people talking about Chicago in the chat and the
Oh.
multifamily. But 175 is not bad. I don't want to get into
I
the
know
weeds.
that was great.
I don't
That
want
was
to geek out,
great.
but yeah, 175 is not bad. I
That was
would
great. To
for
me,
multifamily or single.
it was a single family home.
Okay. I wouldn't have thought that you could find that in the Chicago market. Yeah,
Beautiful.
I wouldn't have even thought that. So here I
Now,
am
not
learning.
now, not now, but yeah. Now, in some areas, no. Like if you go to Wilmette or Downers Grove or some other areas, um, where I'm talking about in Country Club Hills, it's like one of the nicer suburbs, like in the South suburbs. But the South is still like the South. Like it, you 10 minutes,
Mm,
you go in a different, totally different neighborhood, sort of thing. But I mean, that's many places now. But like the North suburbs, it was always high like that. But the
okay.
prices have caught up to the North burbs now in the South suburbs.
Well, I want to respect your time, Lucretia. I know I'm over the
Yes.
30 minutes that you gave me.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
and so I'm
I
probably
was
gonna hang out.
expecting my
What?
partner to come back, and I didn't want to interrupt our call. But yeah, he might be walking in anytime.
Oh,
So
okay. Um, so audience, thank you for joining us. I'll probably hang out a few more minutes to see if there are any follow-up questions, either about real estate, content creation, money leverage, whatever you guys have. And Lucretia, you gonna hang out with us or you gonna go ahead and skirt out?
I mean, I can answer a question or two if there's
Okay.
any, but I mean, I don't know. They might be mostly to you.
Let's see if there's any questions popping in. We got a few more minutes with Lucretia, and I might. It's already 1 o'clock. The hour just
Yes.
flew
And
by.
you guys, I am normally a pleasant, easygoing person. Today, I was talking about something I'm passionate about.
No, but that's
Sometimes
it.
we
People want
just
to
take
hear
it
the
there.
passion.
We just
People
take it
want to
there
hear the passion.
sometimes. We just take
And
it there.
I think it was an important conversation because people are on the internet making it seem like content creation and building your business is anybody can do it,
Hmm.
and it's just super easy. So I'm glad you shared the truth. I mean, somebody who's been to the mountaintop and is like, not for me.
Yeah.
But
Well,
you don't hear that that often.
a lot of other people are going to tell me I'm crazy and just throwing affirmation in my face. But hey,
Ah,
yeah, we'll see how that works out. But I am going to go ahead and run. Doesn't look like there's any questions going on. So,
okay. Well, thank you, ma'am. I'll probably hang out a few more minutes because I had a few questions I didn't answer in my last live. So I think I might
all right, dear.
try to chop those up. But thanks so much, Lucretia. I'm so
No
glad to have
problem.
connected. Now I know where you are. I won't send nobody your way.
Yes.
Unless it's an
Don't do it.
organization or
Yes.
somebody who
Yes.
want a speaker or something.
Yeah. All righty. Toodaloo.
Hold on. Do you believe content creation can be used as a vehicle to buy your first multifamily?
Who, me?
It's a question that just came
Do I
in.
think content creation could be used as a vehicle to buy your first?
Multifamily or get involved in real estate.
Um, Probably to help find some
Let me just.
good deals. Maybe
Mm,
could be to network with some people that got some good off market type of stuff too. Maybe get you a buyer and, lined up, something like that. But yeah, I mean, Jerry, you know a little bit more about this
Yeah,
topic.
I think, and this is just random, but like, I think if you were passionate about real estate, Lucretia,
Hmm.
you could have started creating content about it. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Like
Yeah.
that's how the realtors are like getting clients,
Hmm.
and what you just said, that's
Yeah.
how they getting themselves out there.
Yeah.
They all creating content now.
Yeah, but I don't want to open up the floodgates for something that I've already tested
Yeah.
and know that if I don't want to do this, if I'm dragging my feet with one or two clients, then just shoot me if I'm gonna have 10, because that's gonna kill me.
Yeah.
Like so. Yeah, that's why I haven't.
I feel you. All right, I'm gonna put my spin on that in a second, but I'm
Yep.
thirsty.
All right, Jerry. Well,
Well,
let's
we let
catch up
Lucretia go.
soon, even though we're supposed to be talking all the time because we were supposed to start a podcast together, but we never did. But, it's okay. Let's do this again. Invite
Yes,
me.
let's do this again. We'll make it a regular. Um, I'm glad we did this though, because I was just thinking, I was like, we was gonna start a podcast.
Yeah.
We should have did a trial run to begin with. But
But
yeah, it was
yeah, we
fun
probably
times.
should have done a trial run to begin with. Probably should have. Yeah. But
All right. Well, I'm gonna answer some of these questions I got left over, and we're gonna let Lucretia go. Thank you so much, Lucretia.
bye y'all. Take
Bye.
care.
All right, y'all. Thanks for sitting through me catching up with Lucretia. It was mostly business chat, part real estate chat. I got a few minutes. I'm already here. I'm already live. I got questions from the last live I didn't answer, and you guys have some questions here. Let me pull up those questions too, and I will get through as much as I can in the next few minutes. Um, do you believe content creation can be used as a vehicle to buy your first multifamily? So, Deshay, I think yes, because um, anything that can serve as extra revenues, extra income that you don't need, that you can funnel over into saving for your down payment or your reserves account, I think it's viable. But like Lucretia said, content creation is a lot of work. And so you can't go into it taking the short route. Like for me, I pretty much decided that I was gonna be consistent on my social media and content for 52 weeks for a whole year before I expected anything to come from it. And that's not normal. Most people are like, "Oh, I'm gonna post for a few weeks or a few months, and I'm gonna start making money." That may happen. It may not happen. So I think if you're gonna use that route, be prepared for the long haul. The next question from the room is for side hustle jobs. Have you calculated your cost per hour before starting? How many hours you must work, train, create? I don't know. If I think if people sat around and did that, they might not get started. Because the work part is the low hanging fruit. Um, you know how much time it's gonna take you to work with clients. You think you do anyway. Content creation is a bit of a hamster wheel because you're battling your own mindset the whole time. What's good enough? What's not good? What should I do? What shouldn't I do? Um, like last night, I probably spent an hour just going back and forth with ChatGPT about a strategy that I'm considering. Like stuff like that, I don't think anybody has set aside time for that. So I don't spend that much time on my working on my content business, but it could become all encompassing if one is not careful. Let me see if any of these questions apply to you guys, because this might end up being a secondary real estate Q&A. But if you here, I'm open to answering anything that you have. And I'm just looking at these questions to see if anything applies to the conversation that we are already having. I actually just recorded a video. Somebody asked, how do you realistically get started from scratch um, in real estate while working your 9 to 5? And I think the biggest thing you got to take some time and figure out is where you're going to come up with the money. So while you're working your 9 to 5, is it that you need to lower your living expenses so you have more extra income? Is it that you need to start a side hustle? Is it that you need to save your tax return for the next couple of years? Your bonuses, your everything. Like, that's the plan. Like, you got to come up with the money. Operating the business is actually not that difficult. I say that as I on on one hand, my business is very difficult. But if you only have 1 or 2 properties, like, that's the easy part. Once you get your tenants, I have a process for getting my tenants. And there are a couple of processes that you do have to have in place. But once everything is set up, it runs. That is one thing about how real estate is different from content creation. Real estate is more of a set it and forget it business. Content is more, you're constantly iterating because people's interests change, and what the platforms want you to do changes. So you're constantly like on your toes iterating. But once you get your real estate up and running, once you get your building flowing, it's set it and forget it. Okay, I see a couple questions popping in. I'm gonna just get to those. Do you recommend having a strict policy that people see your units with apps? Well, not before applying, but I will not rent to you if you have not seen the unit, because that just seems like a recipe for disaster. I don't. There's something that I haven't said publicly, but I use what's the app that I use? Apply Design, I want to say. So for my vacant units, what I do is my maintenance manager, she takes pictures of the vacant units and then I do virtual staging on them. So for that reason alone, like, it's great for getting people in the door and it's great for um marketing purposes, but I need you to see what the unit actually looks like without my staging before I take your money. But no, you can apply all day. You can apply just based on what you saw online. And then we go through the entire process. Let's see. How do you start in real estate? Do you take out loans or use your own savings? When is that video coming out? I got a video. Is it next week? I don't know. I can't keep up with the schedule. But I just recorded a video about that. And the short of it is, yes, I have loans. I'm not gonna get into the why because then you won't watch the video. But um, I think if you're trying to go about it with savings, uh, you might not ever get started. Like, that's just my personal perspective. That, like, if you trying to wait till you can save, as Lakrisha said, $400,000. I mean, run the math on that. I do think you need some savings to run the business to keep yourself afloat, but I would try to figure out how to make a loan make sense. Do you have auto replies on for Facebook leads? I use self tours for Zillow inquiries, but answer Facebook and Craigslist. See, here's a gap for me. I am not on Facebook at all. And I'm not on Craigslist either. And maybe that's something I can try to set up. I mean, my strategy right now is to try to get AI to do as much as I can. If I can get AI to do those things, I'll do it. But I'm not, I'm not, I'm only on platforms that I find enjoyable. And I just can't get with Facebook. It's too much. So I tried to get somebody on my team to manage it for me. They had too much to do. It never really went anywhere. And I just don't know if people on Facebook are like, are people still on Craigslist looking for a partner? Like, I don't know. It's been a while since I actually been on, like, years since I've been on Craigslist. I just kind of feel like all my serious leads. I mean, if you're seriously looking for an apartment, you're on Zillow. Um, and I just don't know if people on these other platforms are trying to cut corners, scam deals. I don't know. I use self tours for Zillow inquiries, but answer. Um, I so the long and short of it is I automate all replies to Zillow until you have put in an application or I need something from you. I haven't spoke to you directly. So that's the answer on that. But I could see why it's a little bit harder to automate the Facebook and Craigslist stuff. And that's probably another reason why I'm not there. If I can't automate it, I'm probably not going to be there. Just because I work and I got a lot of other stuff going on, I don't have time to be going back and forth with people. And what I have found, the reason that I have told my team, you can't go back and forth, you can't communicate with people, most of it goes nowhere. Waste of time. Like going asking unnecessary questions. Is it available? How much is this? What is this? All of that is in the listing. And if you can't be bothered to go read the listing, then I can't be bothered to answer your questions. Like I only spend time with serious applicants. A lot of other people are just perusing, and I don't have time for that. Facebook is a good lead source. Craigslist is so so. At Facebook, it's on my list. If I could find somebody to run it for me, I'd be over on Facebook. But I've been having good experience with Zillow, to be honest with you. I mean, my average feel, I don't know, 21 days for a reasonable apartment. So I have one apartment that's taking a long time to fill, and I'm like literally over it. But anyway, if you guys don't have any other questions, it's been over an hour. I think I'm gonna go ahead and skirt out. I'll be back. I'm gonna make this a regular. Tell me what you guys thought about bringing in a guest. I wanted to bring in a guest to kind of round out the, the conversation, because real estate is one way to make money and one way to chart your path. But Lakrisha chose another way, which is building a business and doing content. And I think very similar to Lucretia. It's like I got into real estate and then I learned some things and then I started pivoting and trying to make it work for me. So I think that happens in all aspects of looking for, you know, building life on your terms. I mean, that's what it's all about. I don't care how you're going about it. And so I'm willing to try anything. I'm on like my what, third or fourth business. I know, lowballing. I'm at least on my third or fourth business. Because I just refuse to stay stuck. How do you use AI to answer follow-up FAQs? Uh my goal is not to have any follow-ups. Like all these people are asking the same questions. I promise you, over and over and over again. So my initial response when you request a showing or you request more information on Zillow, it is the most thorough response. Like I'm literally answering every question people can have there. It's like, here's the application process. Here's my stance on Section 8. Here's this. All the things that, and that's what I would recommend. If you feel like you're going back and forth with people, somehow corral the questions that they are asking you and send that immediately, because you waste time going back and forth with people who uh they're not even qualified. And I need you to self disqualify early on. Like, take yourself out of the game. At the first sign that I say something that doesn't sound right to you, in the conversation. Because the person that I used to have, oh, and I got a meeting at 1:30. Oh. The person I used to have doing um my leasing, very generous, very kind-hearted, and they would just go back and forth with people. And then 3, 4 weeks later, you realize, Oh, they don't have one of the documents I require. Oh, they don't have this. And I'm just like, mm-mm. This is what I require up front. This is how I work up front. If that works for you, and I think that's what my message literally says. If this works for you, then schedule a showing and submit your application. If it don't, that's it. There's no more questions. People, I got a message the other day. Can I get on the phone with somebody? Can I get a phone call for what? No. There's nothing you're gonna say to me that's gonna change my process or how I work. There's no moving outside of it. There's no special circumstances. I think I had to learn it the hard way. I was doing special circumstances for a while as an early investor. I was like, oh, well, they have this situation and they have that. And it's just like, no, I'm not the one. Sorry. Thank you. Uh Mary B. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. We like hearing your content. I like being around for you guys. Um, and it's like more and more people just keep popping in. I do have to go in about 10 minutes, if that. 10 minutes. So drop your last few questions, but per usual, people asking about how to get started. I did create a product. It's called the Cash Kit. That is how you get started. That's how you figure out your money, and that's how you figure out if real estate is even going to work for you. The other thing I want to share with you guys is that for every episode that I create, um, whether it's a YouTube episode or a live like this, I do create an ASAP. It is the action step and playbook. So it's basically the cheat sheet, the summary of what we talked about, and what are the actions you can stake the actions you can take to put some of the stuff in place that I'm talking about, and that is available for every episode. Both can be accessed by confidenceiscash.com. And I think that's it. If I don't see no more questions pop in the next minute, I'm gonna be out, and I'll prepare for the next live. The next live will probably be real estate Q&A again. I kind of want to do a systems Q&A. I kind of want to do a systems Q&A because I do get a lot of questions about why I'm using this software or how I'm getting AI to do this and do that. So uh keep sending me questions. You guys are a great inspiration for which content to create. And this has actually been fun. I can say that this has actually been super fun. Like, I didn't think it would be enjoyable to get back to creating content, but now that it's kind of easy, I'm like, "Oh, I can just answer these questions in my sleep." Uh, Thank you for joining the lives. Would like to know how you choose your territory and how you choose your team. Oh, you asking so many good questions. And that lets me know that with the content that I'm creating is in alignment with what you guys need. Uh, how I- how I choose my territory? I say you choose it where you have competitive advantage. I go into this in depth. I literally just recorded it yesterday, I think. I go into that more in depth, but the key is where do you have competitive advantage? You cannot try to buy real property. Lord, I'm stumbling over my words. You can't try to buy real estate in a location that other people think is cool. If you don't have a team there, if you don't have can't put eyes there, if you can't get there quickly, it's not your territory. How do you choose your team? I'm still working on that. I mean, this is such a good question because choosing a team is like the hardest thing. It's the hardest thing. And I shared in one of my videos about maintenance people that people only last about 3 to 6 months, to be honest with you. That is the hard part. That I'm constantly looking for more people because people they bring their representative, and then when they realize basically what Lakrisha was saying, when they realize that like, no, this is a legitimate business, you gotta work. I have expectations. You're not gonna just collect a check and do subpar work. Um, Things start to disintegrate. So I'm still looking for a pipeline of good people. I still haven't found a lot of individuals that are running their own businesses who can, or can support my team that have the same work ethic. Has AI been a cost savings or revenue generator since going full on? I would say cost savings for sure because I have some team members that I replaced with AI. Time saver for sure. I don't know if you can directly say it's been a revenue generator, but what I can say is my AI leasing agent has literally taken people from expressing interest to putting down a deposit. Like with no human interaction. So I would say yes, it's a revenue generator because I would have to, I don't know how long it would take to go back and forth with people. And here's the link, and here's the instructions, and here's this, and here's that. AI is my jam. So I might come back and do a full real estate with AI live. I think I want to do that next. I think I want to do systems next. I got a bunch of videos coming out about how to get started and how to do this and how to do that. So I think we're gonna shift over to managing real estate with AI. And I think the coast is clear, y'all. I'll be back. Thanks for joining.